Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to the 19th session of the Shadows of Sorcery D&D campaign. Last we left off, and let me change the music real quick because it ain't that cheery.
It's a little cheery. It's a bright sunny day.
Well, you know. Last we left off, our intrepid party of adventurers that are joining me tonight fended off a group of scavenging griffins who saw a heavily laden airship and decided, you know what, that looks like a good target for some munchies. Yes, indeed. Yes. And joining me today are our wonderful players, Lydia.
Hello.
Playing Ingvar Svan. Our dear friend Lang.
Hello.
Playing Darren Moran. Our dear friend Rakan.
Hello.
Playing Horace. And my partner in many crimes, Zarian, playing the librarian.
Hello. I'm eating focaccia.
Oh, you've stolen the focaccia.
Yes.
The focaccia bandit. That's the crime.
Fortunately, I think he only got the diversion focaccia.
No, I also have dinner at the moment. Because we were a little late on the dinner today, so it's fine. But yes, indeed, last we left off, our intrepid crew of adventurers had just arrived. Actually, you guys have a name now. Our intrepid crew of Thesians had
We have
just...
this name?
Hmm?
This is news to me.
Yes, you have
yes.
a name. As christened by Ed, as a matter of fact. The Thesians, because you keep getting replaced.
Yep.
Not our fault.
But
Surely
indeed,
we should just be the old ship.
Many stormy winds have faced this ship.
I'm
many of those have
surprised.
And many of those stormy seas have won.
But yes, our party of intrepid Thesians has arrived on the other side of the Chasm of Banishment. They hopped on an airship, fought off some griffins, got assisted by a silver dragon, a young silver dragon, and have safely landed on the other side of the chasm. To go over a few things quickly since last session, when you landed, Ingvar in particular, you found a silver dragon scale that had somehow gotten caught on your coat. So that should be in your inventory. Additionally,
Pretty penny.
Darren now has a dagger of returning, which would have probably been very useful in that fight. But oh well. And the rest of our party is I think you're all level 4 now, aren't you?
What?
I'm currently level 4, so I hope that's correct.
Yes, that's good. But yes. So, you have landed. Where would you like to go next?
First off, before I forget, I'm gonna cast 8 mage armor on myself.
We're not even in combat yet.
Do you want me to waste an action in combat?
How long has it been since we fought the griffins?
About
Half an
3 to
hour.
4 hours.
Never mind.
Okay, short rest.
Yes.
You
The
have
warlock
all
needs
managed
the
to
short
take a
rest.
short rest in this time. So,
Ah.
mark that off if you have not already.
Alright then, Probably gonna use Arcane Recovery to get back my spell slots. Okay.
Oh, right, I have those now,
Yeah,
apparently.
ain't it
I wonder,
fun?
I wonder where they came from. So,
Good question, honestly.
well, uh, so now onwards to the capital, onwards to Farrenholm.
I suppose. Do we need to find somewhere to store our intrepid friend over there on the mule, or are we just
Oh yeah, I
continue
forgot
down
we're
the
just
horse?
carrying a body.
Carrying a comatose body, yes.
I mean, but no one knows that just looking at them.
I mean, I presume after a certain point it's going to need feeding, and then also presumably cleaning.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
We're literally on a bridge right now.
Actually, you're on a dock, but sure.
Semantics.
So
It's a bridge to the sky.
Hmm.
Semantics.
Sky.
By the way, I think Horace can handle carrying him. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
Horus is sworn to carry our burdens, and boy, is this a burden.
Don't say that. He's not just he's not just a random bag we're carrying.
I hope not.
You certainly aren't filling me with hope.
Perhaps it's best to find somewhere to rest for now.
Who? Quick question. Who has control of Isaac currently?
I believe you all do.
Because I can't select it, but I can select the mule.
Oh, in which
Yeah.
case, I'll just move him along. It's fine.
Okay. Got it. We
Okay.
don't even get parent things. Oh well.
Ah shit, not that.
Can we just represent Isaac as the mule now?
That would probably be easier. We just store him in the mule's inventory.
Yeah, I can probably.
Use
Right.
this with the mule.
Oh, there we go. So Isaac is on the mule. Bear that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, so if the mule despawns, a body will drop out.
If the mule
Yes.
dies, Isaac will probably be long dead before it.
That's a
Yep.
weird loot table.
Isaac is now spaced armor for the mule.
Oh god.
Because Isaac's AC transferred to the mule.
Right.
No.
If we just strap him to the mule.
I don't. Isaac didn't have much armor to begin with.
Fair point.
Does Isaac count as a body shield and give the mule +2 AC?
Can
Sure.
we mount Isaac's casting pistol to the mule?
Can I teach the mule to fire weapons?
Librarian.
We've got a war mule.
Librarian.
Yes.
As the 5 of you technically walk off, the scholarly woman who has been traveling with you all, who hasn't really said much until now, approaches you as you start to walk off. Her name is, for those of you who do not remember, is Garisha Redmond. And she approaches you and she says, excuse me, can I saw you were handing out, those forms for the library. I was wondering if I could trouble you.
Yes, of course. And the librarian takes one out their index and hands it to them.
The woman takes the form from you, inspects it very closely, nods her head, and then says, "Thank you. This will come in handy at some point soon." And she turns back to her
Oh.
colleagues.
Okay.
Ominous.
Hmm.
Okay. So, where are you all headed?
About the only place we can go is forwards, I suppose.
I suppose so.
I
No,
think we should take the one road.
I really wouldn't mind going back into that valley and talking more to that dragon, but
Dragon is
I-
long gone. Blown off.
yeah,
You
they
could
seem
have
busy.
spoken to it
I
last
did.
session, but
I did.
you didn't ask it much, so...
I tried, but you know, I'm kind of struggling with a few things right now.
That's fair.
It's a bit of a
That
hard
was
time.
fair.
Until every day you discover you've got magic.
Gets me a little bit closer to my goals, actually, but
Okay. Alright, so, as the four of you stride onwards, following the road forward to the small town of Gravenrock, where your priestly friend that you had met, Father Beltrand, informed you that there was a priest or cleric of some sort that could aid Isaac. And this... Did you just fall off the edge?
Maybe.
This is why I'm taking it slow. I don't trust myself.
This happens way too. This is getting embarrassing.
I mean, this is what happens when you live in a setting that it could be just like right out of a level of Bastion.
Hold on.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
there we go. There we go. I saved myself. I saved myself.
Good for you. Okay.
I figured out
As
the
the four of
signals.
you stride onwards, you walk past what looks to be an old, ruined bastion of some sort.
Level.
A very old, ruined bastion. Darren, you recognize the structure as dwarven. It is old dwarven fortifications that seem to have been built across this edge of the pass, but long decimated and very much in need of repair. Probably maybe 100 to 150 years old at this point.
Wow, this must have been at least 2 prime ministers ago.
I think that's quite generous. At least 3. And a lettuce.
Maybe.
You know,
You
I
read-
think the lettuce would have outlasted them all, to be honest.
The lettuce had better poll numbers.
I mean, they're dwarven prime ministers, so yeah.
Alright. Embedded in the wall, next to or rather, where what you would have assumed would have been a gate, embedded in the wall is a relatively short stone statue. Roll me a religion check, Darren.
Oh boy.
And if anyone else wants to,
Please
that
do,
as
I
well.
only have a 1.
I would like to roll a religion check.
I would like.
I was just going to poke him with the sword.
I got a 23.
I got a 15. That is a nat 20.
I know all the religion. All of it.
Apparently.
Okay, so wait, what's everyone's rolls in this?
23. Nat 20.
23.
15.
Okay, 15 and
8.
Darren 8.
Oh, there goes me dice.
Darren, the statue is a little too destroyed for you to recognize.
Yes, that's the
It's
reason.
Very, very old. Same for you, Ingvar, and same for you, Horace. It's
Oh.
a little too destroyed. Librarian, you recognize this statue. You have a pretty good encyclopedic knowledge of these sorts of things. This is a statue of Mishek. Mishek is one of the dwarven deities of knowledge and secrets.
Wow, it's Machek, the dwarven deity of knowledge and secrets.
How the hell are we able to see that?
Librarian just points to a plaque at the bottom of the statue.
Yeah, at the base of the statue, there is a small plaque that has just been carved on the name of the deity, and all of you missed it.
Wow, you
Let's
think
send
I would
a
have seen that?
religion check.
Oh my god, it's Mishek, the god of the dwarven god of knowledge and secrets.
Yes.
I remember the dwarves at the mine talking about this, but they never really told me much about it.
So, as a note, Ingvar, you do have some background knowledge on dwarven gods. The main one that you know about, or the main two rather that you know about, are Dethor and Beldronis. Dethor being the deity of the stone and mine, and Beldronis being the deity of the forge and craft.
Makes sense.
These two are the most well-known dwarven deities. There are quite a few others, but these are the ones that you would know about the most. Darren, you have a pretty good knowledge of the dwarven gods in general. However, this particular statue of Mishek seems to have been not just ruined, but defaced. To the point where it is missing its left arm, and part of the head has quite literally been clawed off by something with what you could probably guess are some pretty nasty claws.
This wasn't just regular vandalism, I think. For one thing, I'm pretty sure Mishik is supposed to have two arms.
Yeah, I don't remember much about dwarven deities, but that does stand off to me.
Could this have been the Griffins?
Could be. We are quite close to the edge, and well, we just saw a griffin.
Roll me a
Do
perception
griffins
check.
hold grudges?
Darren, roll me a perception check.
Okay. At least I've got a better shot with that. Never mind, it's one still.
Yeah, this could definitely have been the Griffins. It's certainly a possibility.
Nat 20.
Oh!
21 total.
21 total. Okay.
I got a button for this.
The claw marks
I don't.
are not small enough to be a griffin's claws.
Oh.
Additionally, you notice small marks, sort of pitted marks on the stone and rock around it as well, that look like what would happen if you super froze stone.
Oh.
Ooh.
I have an idea what did this.
Oh?
You share?
We might be dealing with a white dragon.
As
I'm
if
sorry?
Griffins. As if Griffins weren't bad enough.
They do hold grudges.
They're not the brightest things in the bunch, but yeah, they do get pretty territorial, and they might do something like this.
I think we should think positively. It might have been a wizard casting Cone of Cold with very long fingernails.
Well, you know what I think? I think we should get out of here before it comes back.
Both
Maybe.
very good ideas.
I can't, just looking over to that side, I can't help but think about, then look behind us. Why a white dragon would just hang out in a chasm if we going away from it. To be fair, we did find one, but that one was hired to be there, I guess.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, they tend to be mountainous, so it wouldn't be too surprising for there to be one around here. There's lots of snow.
It takes a few hours, but eventually the four of you make your way to the gates of the town of Gravenrock. It is small, from what you can tell, at least, nestled in a valley between two relatively tall peaks.
Oh
It
god.
Oh
Nope,
boy, I
nope,
do like to be
okay.
nestled inside a valley between two peaks.
Oh.
God damn it.
Good grief. Um,
Peaks and a valley? A luxury.
it's stone walls are old, but not as old as the fortifications that you saw earlier. And excuse me, these are human-made by the look of it. They don't have the same craftsmanship that dwarven structures have. It's a lot rougher around the edges. There is a large wooden gate that is standing open. No guards, no people that you can really see coming in and out. It's a relatively small place. Not very busy.
This feels like it might have been abandoned recently.
It
quiet.
feels too quiet.
This with those dragon claw marks, this
Hmm.
does not bode well for me. And then just look at the Twin Peaks. So you said dragons like to hang out in mountainous areas, huh?
White ones in particular do.
What are you guys doing?
Who has
Can-
better perception than me?
I have pretty good
Uh,
Above
perception.
1.
That's not a high standard.
Exactly.
I'm
And
wondering.
I happen to fall under that standard.
Jesus. I think Ingvar's gonna kind of peek around the gate and see if he can spot anything unusual.
Okay. It's relatively empty from what you can see. There don't seem to be many people around. It's yeah. There's not many people around. Maybe from what you can see maybe some movement. A few feet inside, but on closer inspection, it's just the fluttering of canvas. Town appears to be deserted, as far as you can tell.
But there's not much going on. I can't see anybody. I can't see any. I can. The quietness unnerves me a little bit.
Should we search for clues, see what happened here?
Let's split up and look for clues.
Sure.
As you all walk forward,
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here
no.
comes-
you all
Here it comes.
hear from somewhere in the distance a howl. Freezing, chilling noise. Dangerous, deadly. The howl of a wolf,
Oh.
but a lot deeper.
Uh,
Oh,
A puppy!
That is not the sound a puppy makes.
Not good, doggo.
I fucking wish it was a puppy.
I swear to God, if you don't let me pet the fucking dog, Lucian. Leaving you a bad Yelp review.
It's a lot.
Well, Ingvar kind of freezes as the howl passes over them, and then he looks over at the nearest building and goes and points at it and goes, "Do you think we might go in the building just for a bit of safety?" I like how I'm pointing, but nobody can see it.
Yeah. I presume you mean the closest one.
Yeah, the one with the wooden sign on the door, above the door.
Yeah.
Lucian,
yeah.
can I check Isaac's satchel for the ring? Or the stone of charm? Whatever it's
Yeah,
we
I'm
actually
gonna
end
go.
up. Horny rock. I want the horny rock.
The
gotta do,
crystallized
charm
gem
the wolf?
of lust.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you can check it. It's currently wrapped up in a handkerchief, but yeah, you can check it.
I just want to have it on my person, just in case things happen, you know.
So you actually want to pick it up?
Jen says she's
Knowing
like
that
the
what it
new
does,
item
I
in
want
the
to
world.
store it on my person so it will not do what it does.
Okay, let me check the item description for this real quick. I need to make sure.
Because I'm fairly certain it was that there was a layer of something between you and it. It's okay.
I thought it was more
Uh,
distance.
Are you
With
planning
Isaac-
to make? Oh God.
I
Yeah,
thought with
no,
Isaac
that
being
should be fine.
unconscious.
Yeah, you can as long as it's still wrapped up in its covering, it should be fine.
Okie
What,
dokie.
you planning to make them go into heat? Go in heat?
Oh, that's just what we
No.
need. An extremely angry, big, wolfy creature that's also very randy.
Jesus. Well, in the meantime, Ingvar's gonna knock on the door, push the door, see if the door's locked.
Yeah, go right ahead.
We didn't check for traps.
It's my job, not behind you.
No, good point. But before he tries to push the door open, he turns to Darren and goes, "Can you sense anything amiss about the door? Or the surrounding area or something?"
Let's see, what is it to check for traps? I can't remember.
I think it's just a perception check, isn't it? Or investigation. One of the two.
Excuse me.
I guess DM's discretion.
Yeah.
DM.
Check for traps would be perception. Generally speaking.
Okay, right.
That's what you want to do.
Roll perception with my +1 again.
Sorry, I was doing some stuff in the background.
13.
13. Door is not trapped. Is locked.
I believe the door is not trapped, but it is locked.
Okay. Let's go when you need them.
Does anyone have any lockpicking tools?
If you include me foot, sure.
Just gonna check the dungeoneering pack real quick because I feel in my heart there's something there.
I do have thieves' tools.
My brain. Just shove the prosthetic leg in the lock. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll
That's
use
not how
your-
legs
we can use-
work!
We can use your leg as a battering ram, but I do have thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools work for that. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, thieves'
Yeah,
tools are
thieves' tools.
lockpicking.
Yeah.
Good, because I like my leg where it is.
Attached to your stump. Yes.
I also have a crowbar if that doesn't work.
Well,
Oh, probably
Where
get
the
that.
hell did you get a crowbar?
Let's try
It's
and
just
be
included in the Dungeoneer's kit, what you get at the start.
Oh yeah.
Ingvar, tell
No
me.
one ever pays attention to the shit you get in it, because half of it's just like rations and stuff people
Yeah.
never use. Like, I don't even know what a piton is.
So
I did research. It's the thing that you shove into a wall so that you can attach a rope to it so you can climb.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
I could use those to stab at a pinch.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're unlocking the door, right?
Yes.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Alright, I'm actually mildly better at this. I think. We'll
Yeah,
see.
but-
3. I rolled a 3.
What's your
that's
bonus on that?
+2.
Wouldn't you have proficiency with thieves' tools?
Yeah, that's
I
why
do,
I asked
yeah.
for the bonus.
So +2 and then so +4.
So,
You
7 total. I believe it's like a 15.
you slide your lockpicks into the lock, and as you do so, you encounter a little bit of resistance. Push, twist it a little bit, and then the sound that you always hate to hear. Snap.
Skyrim
Pull back.
lockpick break noise.
Ah,
One
fuss.
of your lockpicks has broken.
Fantastic.
Just so I'm really clear, there isn't like a key in the other side of this door, is there?
Check under the welcome mat.
What
You felt a bit of resistance. You
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna do the never smart thing to do. I'm gonna peer into the lock to see if there's like an object inside of it.
It's pitch black. You can't really see anything in there.
I have
mean,
dark vision.
Okay. It's pitch black. You can't really see anything in there. It's made of black iron.
Ah,
But the thing being, you cannot see through to the other side.
This lock is obstructed with something. Could be the key, but that's gonna make it rather difficult to lockpick.
Is
Oh,
there
that-
like a space under the door?
Yeah. Door
Like
doesn't
wide
look
enough to fit a
too-
key through?
Door doesn't look too well made. It's maybe about a half centimeter to a centimeter gap between the door and the floor.
I have an idea if you'd let me try.
By all means.
Okay, here's what I want to do. When I go up to the door, take a library card inclusion form out of my index, slide it underneath the door, underneath where the keyhole is. I then want to poke through the keyhole with one of my, let's look up the name for it again, Pitten? Yeah, it should be long and
Okay.
sharp enough. To force the key out and make it fall on the sheet of paper, then pull the sheet of paper back underneath the door to get the key.
Oh, that's clever.
Okay.
Oh.
I doubt it'll work, but that is clever.
What check is this? I have no idea.
That's what
That's
I'm
my
trying to
idea.
think about right now.
Yeah, that's a few different checks, really. You need a check to make something to push it through. You need a check to
Well,
actually
no,
push it through. You need a check to make sure you push it well enough to land where you need it to be.
He's got the piston. So, realistically speaking, this would be... Let me quickly check the stats. That's new. I'll say a dexterity check and a sleight of hand check.
Okay,
Straight
so just
dexterity
flat
and-
dex and then sleight of hand.
Yes.
My dex... Oh, yeah, it's a dex save. Yeah, that's wrong.
Can I assist on the sleight of hand? I don't know about
Actually, it's
this.
the exact same roll, so it doesn't matter.
With this, probably not.
Okay.
Did you say 2 sleight of hand checks or 1?
One sleight of hand check.
Okay, my dex was 15, my sleight of hand was 16.
Oh.
Okay. You
Yep.
slide the piece of paper under the door. It's a little tough to get it under because, like, there's dirt and grime seemingly on the other side, but you do eventually manage it. You slot the piton into the lock. You give it a gentle tap. Nothing happens. Tap again. you feel a slight give. Tap it one more time. You suddenly hear a ding as something falls out and down. You gently pull the piece of paper back, and on it is not a key, as a matter of fact. There is a long, thin metal sort of strap, around about 2 inches wide and about maybe a half centimeter thick, that has just been lodged into the door lock from the other side. However, you do hear another ding sound as the handle on your side falls off.
Oh.
Oh. Well then.
Well, not quite what I was expecting, but sure.
Right, pass by the crowbar.
As this happens, you all hear a muffled voice from inside.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Who's there?
We are just a humble adventuring party, checking if there are any people in this village.
You best
Are you a
get
people?
Out. Get out of here before the wolves come again.
Well, speaking
that
of
was-
the wolves, it might be best if we had this conversation when all of us were indoors.
Yep, your front gate was kind of open.
As you say this, you see the door open a crack. And you see a tall man wearing furs, sort of heavy-looking furs, a relatively long beard, holding what looks like a greatsword in one hand. And he opens the door a crack and looks at you all, sort of scans you up and down, and then opens the door wide and says, "Come in, quickly, quickly."
Shuffling.
Yep.
As this is happening, I would like you all to roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Sometimes
16.
maybe a miracle can
Oh,
happen.
bloody hell.
Nat
Perception
20.
of
Nat
Nat
12.
Okay, Ruka.
Okay.
What is with you today?
Darren,
I don't know.
as you're looking around, furtively glancing about to see, you see a large dog-like form
Get in here.
walk round the corner of the carriage that you were all looking at before. Its eyes meet yours
Oh, bloody
as you
hell.
stare directly at it. And then it bounds towards you.
Close the door, close the door, close the door,
Close
close
the
the
door.
door, close the door, close the door.
Roll me a
Close the door.
dexterity check. Actually, no, roll me an athletics check.
Oh, you dick. 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. 14 total.
14 total.
Assuming nobody else is trying to close this door.
Dive through the door. Just as the wolf comes snapping at your heels, you hear a loud clang. As the door slams shut, you hear a boom. As it headbutts, the wolf headbutts into the door, followed by a quiet growling sound as it starts pacing around in front of the house. You escaped the wolf by the literal skin of its teeth.
That was a bit too close for comfort.
The
Jesus,
wolf
What the fuck?
in question, by the way, had white fur. I know the models don't show it,
Yep.
but yeah.
Hmm.
No worries.
You enter
By the
house. The
hairs
house
on my
is-
chinny chin chin.
The house is sparsely furnished, very sparsely furnished, in fact. There's a bookcase, there's a table, and there's a bed, and that is about it. It's a pretty big house, but
Everything else has probably been used for firewood or barricades.
not
Or both.
much in there. Okay. The man with the great sword, who, now that you're looking at him, isn't so much a man. He seems to be elven in origin. At least to some degree. He has long elfin ears, but he's grown a very thick beard, which is not usual elven styles. And he turns to you all and says, "What the hell are you all doing here?"
Well, we've just come in via airship and we were heading to the capital when we happened to walk by.
Oh, God. Tourists.
Okay, thanks.
He turns to the table, and as he does so, you all hear another growling noise, and suddenly, through one of the small open windows, you see the wolf's head poke through. With lightning quick reflexes, the man pulls his greatsword to his side and stabs it through the window, and you hear a whimpering, a whining as the wolf backs off and runs the opposite way.
No, not no.
Just wanted a treat. He just wanted a treat.
That treat was our flesh,
You
but I still
hear-
feel bad.
Claws scrape down one of the wooden walls on the outside.
What kind of animals do you have in this area? Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Fucking dire wolves, at least. But those things ain't no dire wolves. They're fucking abominations. It's hunting season. We're meant to be hunting them. They come down from the mountains to slaughter people, drag them back to their caves. Whatever those things are.
Is that why
Unnatural.
there's so few of you here? Is that why it's so quiet?
Everyone's locked up in their houses while these things roam around.
How
Just
long has this been
everyone that
going
can
on
escape.
for?
They come and go. It's been a couple of weeks since they started doing their raids.
Had no
How-
aids
few
come from the
nights.
capital by now?
We sent messengers, but who knows? At this point, they
Look
might
at-
have been eaten.
Is it the same herd always, or is it does it seem to be just one big herd?
Same one, I think. But all of them have snow white fur and glowing blue eyes. Fucking
And how-
terrifying.
And how many is there in this? I call them.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe on the worst days we've seen a good 7 or 8 of them. But even one of them is very dangerous. I've seen them freeze a man to death.
Freeze?
How
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
does a wolf freeze someone?
Well, I don't know how they do it. All I know is that when they howl, their breath, it's like ice. Stand in it too long and you are dead.
That is not normal.
That's
That
what I
is
animals
definitely
is
not normal. That's not a dire wolf. That's something else.
Oh. Well, how far is it to the capital from here?
The capital. Oh, that's maybe a week, 2 weeks travel.
Right, and I'm
On
guessing
foot,
with everyone
even
stuck in their
longer.
buildings, no one's raised any kind of notice with them by this point.
If we could, we would have.
Oh boy. Okay. Right.
And we'll probably not make it to the capital without one of those wolves picking up on our trail.
Yeah,
At
that
least
too.
one.
I don't think we have any choice. I think we have to try and deal with this.
I have a question. Say, you wouldn't happen to know of any white dragons that like to stay near the mountains here, would you?
White dragons?
Any dragons at all, really?
Well, I
Anything
don't know
unusual
about-
before the wolves came here at all, really?
don't know about. Well, there are stories.
If there was a
People
new
say
predator in the area, it would
old,
force the
old
wolves out of it.
stories. People say that one of the peaks around here used to be, and this is hearsay really, used to be the resting place of Paraffin Rakan. But
Me?
I'd find that better if that was true. No one's heard of that great beast in centuries.
Okay, so at least 2 prime ministers go.
Well, God damn it.
We're not making this a unit of time, it's too nationally travesty.
Ow.
Warden prime ministers.
So, I have a theory. It's not a good theory.
Better
I
than
remember
no
reading-
theory at all.
I remember reading in a book about how powerful creatures can affect the surrounding environment. And, well, I'm thinking if it is true that these mountains house a dragon, I imagine these wolves used to be denizens of said mountain. It might be that these wolves, I guess, if there is truly a dragon there, they might have, I guess, caught the influence of the dragon.
Are you saying these wolves have been enthralled?
Maybe
Listen,
not necessarily enthralled, but if a dragon shows up, it's going to push them out of their usual territory.
either that or maybe even change their biology. I'm not sure.
They may just be desperate.
Whatever they.
Probably
It's
both.
It's not normal. Winter's been going on too long as well. That's another thing.
Too many things are lining up here.
This definitely sounds like the influence of a dragon.
Well,
Well,
for the moment, let's
Or
focus on the
climate
wolves.
change.
God.
That's a myth. Everyone knows that. For now, let's focus on the wolves.
Yeah.
We can hopefully take down at least one wolf. I don't know so much about a dragon, but we can certainly take down a wolf. And if nothing else, the fewer of them there are, the better.
That we can
as
certainly
you
bet
say
on.
this, Ingvar, roll me a perception check.
Oh god. Whoop. Oh. Right, landed on my head apparently. Perception plus 17, so that's 17 altogether.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, for God's
Oh,
sake.
oh God.
Hold on, I'm
Sorry,
gonna zoom
chat.
out so I can throw this somewhere that's not in the house.
Bye, dice.
There ya.
Into the pit.
Oh my god, plus
Okay.
4, that's 6.
Cursed by the pit!
You, as you're looking around, you realize that you're standing pretty close to one of those open windows. As you realize this, you feel a sudden sharp pain in your neck as the wolf lunges through the window and bites into you. Um,
Oh, fuck.
For initiative?
yeah, roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck me.
With the wolf having done a surprise attack.
Are we all rolling in?
Oh, fuck me.
Where's my die?
10.
What are these rolls?
I
Where
rolled
did
a
my
measly
dice
3, not
go?
10.
Gone forever.
Is that mine? So I got a 2.
3 2s in a row.
Where's my thingy going?
Okay.
Initiative plus 4, so that's 6.
5 for me.
Okay. So, initiative 25 to 20.
Maybe lucky.
20 to 15.
Nope.
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 15 to 10.
I got a 13.
10.
13 to 10. 10 to 5.
6.
5.
Okay.
I mean, Ingvar makes sense. He's got a bloody wolf
Yep.
latched to his neck.
Okay. All right. In that case...
I don't like that this thing is labeled Winter Wolf 1.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh god, it's like Griffins all over again.
Hmm.
What's that? There's a dice stuck on the roof.
Also, Horace
Okay.
has a turn.
I have no idea what our health pools are after that griffin fight. Fuck.
We
Well,
had a
you
short
should have all
rest.
had
I'm pretty
a
good.
short rest, so...
You
didn't
can
actually
use
take
hit
that much
die,
damage.
but
I do remember healing myself up fully.
okay.
Ingvar's now, he's sitting on 21 out of 27.
Oh, dear.
Probably less at this point.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Right. So very quickly, the wolf gets his surprise round, which means that he does 16 damage to you, Ingvar.
I got him back down to 5.
And you are not grappled. That is fine.
Oh, good. I remember the 3.5 grapple rules. They were a nightmare.
Stuff of nightmares, man.
Oh no, I apologize. I rolled the wrong dice there.
Oh no.
Oh man. Don't put on me.
It's fine. It's fine. You take 7 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh, that's better.
that's
Yeah.
so
So
much
back to
I,
better.
21.
I was
and then
looking
take
at that.
7.
I was thinking that looks a little high,
How
and then I
funny.
realized
what,
I'd
what,
rolled the wrong
what
dice.
dice did you roll?
I rolled 2d10.
Percentile? Oh,
2d10 for a bite?
instead of
Yeah,
2d6.
no, the wolf is not 2d10. It's 2d6.
That's oh.
Okay, so it's like you've just been stabbed by me in the back.
Yes.
I've got 14
Uh,
health now instead of 5.
And the wolf continues snapping through the window at you. Its head actively sticking through the window now. It can't seem to get through the window itself. The window is actually rather small for it, but it wants you. It wants you bad.
Sure it does.
Probably smell the blood from the freaking griffin attack.
Okay. Right, librarian, you're up next.
Oh boy. Do I have line of sight on the wolf, or is...
Yeah, you can definitely see it.
Alright, I was just checking, because wall.
Or Ingvar standing right in the window space.
Yeah, also in... I am gonna go ahead and cast... Yeah, Armor of Agathis on myself, and Sanctuary as a bonus action on Invar.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
So I will just do all that. And also stat block Sanctuary, because I always fucking forget its effect half the time.
Okay. Is that everything?
I think so. That's my action on my bonus action. I will also actually, now that you mention it, move away from the wolf more towards the center where there aren't any windows.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Darren, it's your turn.
I'm presuming I am currently stood like far enough away from the window to be out of attack range.
Oh wait, I've just been
Yes.
informed that I'm breaking the rules.
Oh,
What?
I
How?
can't double spell slot, that's all.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can only do a cantrip and a bonus spell, not a spell and a bonus spell.
Yes, I should
Right.
have
So
noticed that.
I still do Sanctuary, but I don't do armor.
Okay.
Instead, I Eldritch Blast the wolf.
Eldritch Blast? Alright.
Yep.
Roll me damage. Or roll me a d20. I think it's d20, isn't it? For Eldritch
Yeah, roll
Blast.
to hit.
There is something. I get a 12.
12? Ooh. Let me check that actually. Wolf's armor class is. Where is its armor class?
Oh no, you made it.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Next up is.
It's,
Is-
it was my
Oh,
turn.
sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. We went back and forth. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, Darren,
Okay.
you're up.
I'm presuming I'm currently out of like attack range from
Yes.
that window.
Yes. you are.
Okay. I'm also presuming that I do not get currently any form of advantage on attacks against this thing.
Technically, it can't see you, so you'd get sneak attack. But nothing else.
Okay. Sneak attack is not nothing. I will move towards the window so that I can actually be within attack range.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my returning dagger, which has a +5 on attacks and does more damage, and stab the thing.
Okay.
I don't need to reach through the window. The wolf is just pushing its head through the window.
It
I
is
mean, fair
pushing
enough.
its head through the window at the moment. Yes. Okay. Roll me an attack.
He's
Okay.
inviting the Darren stabby.
Me. Okay, grand total, that's gonna be 9.
So wait, what do you mean the returning dagger has +5 to attack?
That's what
Plus
it's written
one
down
to
as here.
plus,
It's a +1 weapon.
+1 to hit.
yeah, so and then on top of his +4.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine then. Okay. All right.
There's a
So
grand
that was
total of
19.
No, a grand total of 9.
Oh, 9.
I wish it was 19.
Yeah, no, that does not hit. You jump up,
thrashing
but the
about,
window's
yeah.
a little too high, and as you jump, you swipe up, and the wolf rears
I'm
its
not
head
a
back and then
gnome.
hits the top of the window frame and comes back down, narrowly avoiding getting hit by your dagger.
I'm not a gnome. The window's not that high.
Window's pretty high in comparison to you. It's a window designed for an elf, basically. So,
I'm not that short.
anyway, next up is
Unbelievable.
Venbor, who is going to
Only 4
stride over and swipe down with his greatsword. And forgets that the wolf is in a window and clangs his greatsword against the wooden wall and has to sit there and yank it out again.
Jesus.
Ingvar, you're up next.
Well, the first thing Ingvar was gonna do was get away the hell away from that window.
That is fair.
He's gonna. There's no wind. Oh, there is windows on this side. Right, he's gonna
Alright.
wedge himself between the windows.
Just climb the ladder.
I can't shoot from that ladder.
Just hide, you're on 7 hit points.
No, I'm
No.
on 14.
40.
Oh
the
wait, no,
big
you got
thing.
both.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we figured the dice wrong.
But he's gonna hope he can hit the damn thing with a fire arrow.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Plus 2 for proficiency, that's 15. Plus dexterity, I think, isn't it?
It's
Or-
de-
Or is it strength?
it's Dex plus proficiency, plus
Plus.
1 from your
plus one
special
from
bow.
the short bow. Yeah.
So that's. No, because the Ash short bow is plus 2 hit.
Is it? Oh yes,
Yep.
it is. It is a +2. All right.
That's 19 altogether.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. Okay. Roll me damage.
Where's my inventory? It is 2d6 plus strength. Is it 2d6 plus
2d6 plus your dex.
my dex? Let me try and roll out of the house. Oh, that one's away into the sea.
That's fine. We'll see the roll in a minute. Okay. So your dex is 4, so that's
Yep.
10.
And damage.
Okay. You loose the fire arrow at this white wolf, and you hit it in the neck as it's sort of bucking its head around in the window. You hear it yelp, and then you see the fire arrow ignite, and it's suddenly just yelping and scrambling to get out from the window, and pulls its head back through. But you've definitely done a decent bit of damage.
That's what you get for biting me, you bitch.
One might have been actually.
Okay. Next up, Horace.
First thing I'm gonna do is get closer to that window because I do not fear God.
Okay.
Oh,
The
no,
dice may
we're-
disagree with you.
All right. So then bonus action blade song. Do my little dance, and now my AC is 21. And then I will. I shall attack with. I shall.
No,
Let me double
Alexander,
check
it is
one
not.
thing. Yeah, that's a bonus action. All right, then I'm just gonna boom and blade. So
Okay.
that
roll it.
I shall roll it. 19.
Oh,
That hits.
So yeah. So
Enough, son.
that rolling the damage. That is 11. Oh, nice max damage. 11 damage.
Okay. You point your blade through the window at the wolf as it's sort of rolling around on the ground trying to put this fire out. And you shout. The vibrations sort of travel down the blade and then hit the wolf square in the chest. It gets knocked back by about a foot or two, and it's hurting. It's put out the fire at this point, but it's looks a little battered at this point.
All right, it's a start. And with that, I shall end my turn.
Okay. The mule. Who wants to take the mule's turn?
I'll take it.
Mule
Okay.
smash.
What are we doing? What are we having Horace do?
Probably run away.
Probably run away.
Attack! Attack!
Okay.
Draw aggro.
Next up.
Horace runs to the opposite side of the building and is clearly panicked.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Next
have
up,
Horace attack with Isaac
wolf.
on his back.
The wolf turns angrily towards the building. Very quickly, let me grab a ruler. Okay, so it's
Like this.
okay.
Look, it looks like a giant megaphone.
Cone
Okay.
of cold.
That is-
here it
that is a-
comes.
That is a breath weapon
So that
code.
is Darren. Yeah, Darren, Horace, and Venbor. I would like you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's pray for the best. Woo! 19.
Okay.
Trying to remember if I currently have evasion. I don't think I do.
That's
Yeah.
about 7 levels ahead of you, buddy.
Yeah. That's a lot of dice right there.
I will be using
Okay.
also absorb elements to half the damage.
So, let's see.
I'll get some shielding from the window.
Okay. Darren, you and Venbor take 20 points of cold damage. And you, Horace, take 10.
And then I'm going to be using absorb elements to have that once again.
Okay, so you take 5 points of cold damage.
Yes.
Suddenly glad Ingvar's not next to the window anymore. Jesus.
Drawing aggro, that's my job.
Okay. Next up, Librarian.
Woo. I use movement to realign with the wolf,
Okay.
and I would like to Eldritch Blast once again.
Alright, roll it.
That's the wrong button, me.
Have you considered clicking the right button, you?
19.
Okay, 19 hits. Roll me damage.
7.
Okay.
Wow, I roll a 1. That's gross.
Nice.
You aim your hand, your palm, through the window at the wolf that is currently staring aggressively at you all. And loose this blast of sort of bluish gold energy through the window that hits the wolf in its face, and it sort of stumbles back and growls more at you.
You are a bad dog.
Certainly not one I'd want to pet.
Sit, boy.
Bad.
Oh no, the music changed.
Oh no. Here comes its dad.
It's entered its second phase. It's got another health bar. Fuck.
Oh,
Darren, it is your turn, I believe. Unless
I am
you're
on
very-
6 hit points.
Yeah.
Um,
how is it Ingvar's suddenly the one with the most hit points right now, apart from maybe the librarian?
Oh no, I am below you.
Oh, fucking hell.
None of my hit dice did shit.
okay. I really
Bye,
can't
guys.
do a lot here, especially with it like through the window. What do I think it's likely to have a really bad saving throw on?
Any intelligence checks, wisdom checks.
Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna roll some dice on this, I guess. I am going to position myself decently away from the window, hopefully
man.
away from another blast, and I'm going to just like point my finger at it and just say, "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep," and cast sleep.
Okay.
I have to really hope that I get a roll that is at least its number of hit points currently.
Yeah, that is something you need to hope for.
That is 5d8s. Oh boy. Meh.
It's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible. It's my best chance. Yeah. 18.
Hold on, let me check how sleep works real quick. Just making sure.
Does it sleep AoE or am I forgetting something?
It's like creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range, which is 90 feet.
Yeah, it's
In
okay.
ascending order of
AoE.
their current hit points.
Yeah, you can place it outside the place so we don't get affected. That's
Exactly.
fine.
Okay, right.
If it has 18 or
watch-
lower hit points, it will go asleep.
You watch as the wolf sort of sways on its feet a bit, and it blinks, and then it growls, and then it looks you in the eye, and it goes.
Okay, guys, good news. I found another magic thing I can do. Bad news, it's about as useful as the last one.
I'm gonna say
I don't
real
know of any
useful there.
spells to piss off wolves, but that's,
was-
I'll talk to you about that later.
It was worth a shot. I'm gonna bonus action hide. I
Okay.
think that's a good idea right now.
Yep.
Your best bet.
Oh no!
Oh
Crud, there's more.
no.
Just what I was waiting for.
10 on the initiative order, so.
Lucian, is this your rocks fall moment? Have you gotten tired of us?
Rocks
I don't
fall,
blame them.
wolf's window.
Okay. Next up, this wolf is going to do a quick dash. So that's 30. That's 60. And is going to stand there. Okay. That is. Yeah, that is its turn. Venbor is going to pull his greatsword out of the wall, and since he can't actually reach the wolf at the moment, is going to walk over here and hunker down behind this table and let you guys do stuff. Ingvar, it's your turn.
Matt, is he gonna have line of sight or does he need to move? I think he needs to move.
What?
Like from where Ingvar's standing. Can he see the wolf?
Uh,
Or does he need to scoot?
They should have line of sight, right? The window's between
should
them and the
have
wolf,
line of
right?
sight. I'm just gonna. Okay. Yeah, you have line of
Yep.
sight on that.
Sweet. Emboldened from the last shot, he's going to try again with another fire arrow. I've got 3 of these
Okay.
left.
I believe in you.
Goodbye to the dice.
Yeet. Never mind. That's like 11. No, not. Yeah,
Void
11.
Curse.
5 plus
11.
8.
No,
Yeah.
8.
Plus 6.
6.
Plus 6.
No, plus 8.
Oh, short bow proficiency as well. Oh, for God's sake, my
You
brain.
have archery
Oh,
proficiency, yeah.
Oh,
and
you have
another two.
archery.
That's still only 13.
Still hits.
Oh,
Oh!
Yeah, these wolves have an AC of 13.
fair enough. Whoop.
We've identified the AC. We've won half the battle.
I start ritual casting Identify on the wolf.
4 plus
Okay.
4, that's 8.
8 points of damage.
All we need to do is get their hit points below 18.
You loose another arrow and you watch it sails through the window, which you're kind of thankful at this point that it doesn't have any glass, but you're kind of cursing it at the same time, because if it did have glass, you probably wouldn't have gotten bitten. Okay. You watch as the arrow sails through and hits the wolf in its shoulder. It snarls, and then the arrow goes again, and the wolf sort of starts yelping and sort of rolling around on the ground again. The arrow seems to be doing a lot more damage than you expected.
Nice.
Okay. Is that your turn, Ingvar?
Yeah, because he ain't moving from this spot at the minute.
Horace, you're up.
Alright. Let us try what failed before once again and hope it doesn't fail once again. Sick rhymes, everybody.
Very definition of insanity.
Exactly. I'm going to Shadow Blade and pray that as once more Horus starts glowing, and then I will attack. I will Booming Blade with Shadow Horus. So, 16 to hit.
Hits.
All right, and for damage, does less damage than did less damage than my regular attack somehow. That is 9 damage.
Okay.
But 9 psychic damage.
9 psychic damage. Okay. The wolf is looking pretty battered, and it's starting to back away from this house.
Wait, is it backing away willingly?
Seemingly. It's not moved yet, but it is.
Okay.
It's looking like it's gonna run.
All right. Well, we take no prisoners here. So with that, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Horace the Mule, who wants to take this one's turn?
Is there any food on the table?
There's a stale loaf of bread.
Of course there is.
I think Horus is gonna start stress eating.
Dressy.
Venmore looks over the table and smacks it on the head as the mule goes for the bread and goes, "No, that's my bread! How dare you!"
Somebody stole my sweet roll.
Okay. Next up is the wolf. It is going to dart back. by about
And thus
30 feet.
triggering Booming Blade.
Oh?
Yes, if you forgot. Booming Blade. When a creature moves willingly after being hit by Booming Blade, it takes 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay. 1d8. I will roll that.
Oh, you're rolling that? Okay.
5 damage to the wolf.
Alright.
As the wolf starts darting away, you watch as there's a slight tremor in its body before suddenly it looks like its bones shatter and it slides to a halt just in a heap. Okay. Librarian, it's your turn.
Be right back.
Question. What do I aim at? I can't see anything else, and yeah, I don't have an action to take there in battle.
Get out of this building, and I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this building.
How many wolves did he say it could come at once?
6 to 7.
I cast. Help me. No, I cast Armor of Agathis. So I just get 5 temps. And that's
Okay.
probably gonna be my turn if I can't see anything to smack.
Alrighty then. Darren, it's your turn.
Do I have anything on me that can do healing? Don't think I do. I have the Vial of Elemental Blood, but I don't know what that'll do to me.
Oh no.
Down it, down it, down it.
I have a Polymorph Scroll.
T-Rex time.
What does Polymorph do for health? I can't remember.
It gives you the health the creature you turn into,
Yep.
which can be up to like 100
I've also never
plus,
seen
I
a
think.
T-Rex, so I can't do that. I could
No.
maybe turn into a Silver Dragon.
That is a possibility.
I have been face to face with a Silver Dragon.
What if we saved that for the dragon fight?
We need to survive to the dragon fight. I am at 6
I
health.
feel like if this is true polymorph, that's really powerful, and these are wolves.
Really dangerous 20 cold damage wolves.
My only real meaningful alternative is that I drink the bottle of Morin's Cure-All, and I don't
Oh,
trust my
God.
uncle.
I can cure wounds you next round if you need healing.
I direly need healing. I am at a fifth of my max health.
What are you gonna do?
As long as I've got a moment, I'm gonna move away from all of the from as many of the windows as I can back here. And for the moment, I'm gonna take the chance and drink the bottle of Morin's Cure-All.
Okay.
Or one dose, at least.
The bottle
Whatever
contains
that's
3
like.
doses.
I will drink one dose, 1/3 of it.
Okay. Roll me
Oh boy.
a d6.
Is this gonna be a save against poison?
Roll me a d6.
Oh no. Somehow this is worse. 6.
Okay.
Is this good or bad?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. You cautiously uncork the bottle. You bring it to your nose for a sniff, and it smells rather sweet, actually. You take a careful gulp, and you feel a sudden energy course through your body. You heal 4d8 hit points.
Oh!
That's nice, actually.
And you are hasted for the next 2 rounds.
Oh.
Oh!
Now let's
Go
not
out
get
there
ahead-
and
let's
get him, champ.
not get ahead of ourselves. That required me rolling max on a d6. But
At least you didn't become a pod plant.
yeah. Okay, that puts me back up to 19, and I'm hasted for the next 2 turns.
Nice.
I'm gonna hold where I am for the moment, so that I have a full turn next time. If I need to dive through the window and polymorph, then that's my plan. But we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Next up, the second wolf is going to come round the corner of this building, but unfortunately the base of this model won't let it move into
Alright.
that area.
It's their own spirit.
It's there in spirit. It's in this window. And it is going to attempt to use its breath. Oh god, I've accidentally put myself in a thing. Okay, let me see. So, it's there, its breath goes
Not
to
the
about
mule.
there.
My prosthetic
so I
foot.
need Ingvar and Librarian to make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank God
Okie
horse is just
dokie.
out of reach.
Dex save.
Oh my god, that's 10.
That is a 9 from me.
Oh no.
I want to use absorb elements.
That is a failure for both of you, so you both take 15 points of cold damage. That is absorb elements, you said, so that is
Yeah, half.
7 points of cold damage to you, Librarian.
Okay. And you take 5 back from my armor.
Okay.
Well, Ingvar's still got doesn't he? Sanctuary?
Nope,
Sanctuary.
that ends as
wisdom,
soon as you take an action against someone.
and
And
it's
you
wisdom
attack with
saving
arrows.
throws, isn't it? Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, next up
Ingvar's
is
out.
Venbor, who is gonna swipe the stale bread off the table to stop Horace from eating it. Ingvar is down. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because he took 15 and he had 14 hit points.
I'm
Oh,
gonna need you
fuck.
to roll me a death saving throw.
Nat 20, nat 20, come on, heroic.
Nat 20. Back on the points. Back at Nat 20!
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Potion sure did do something. It wasn't there.
Okay, so Hold on, what doesn't that 20 do on death saves? I forget.
You come back
You
at
get-
1 hit point.
You come
Yeah, you
back
come back
to
at
one
1
hit
HP.
point. You are at 1 hit point, Ingvar.
Jesus!
Holy fuck!
I live!
Okay. You live! Congrats!
I'm so proud.
Jesus. Have I got any spells left? I used one on the airship.
Well, you
I
would
don't know how
have
many
recovered it
slots.
from the
Oh.
airship, I think.
Oh, that's
Um,
fair enough then, because I've got cure wounds.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait, we had a long rest? What?
Wait, no.
We had a
I was
short
gonna
rest
say,
on the...
Short.
Uh,
You have
but you have
Uh,
3 spell slots, Lydia. You can
Oh.
use 3.
Yeah,
So,
you have 3
Neat!
first levels.
So I'm gonna... I'm gonna cure wound
all right.
on myself.
Roll it.
I kind of forgot what I needed.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
So spell, that's
+2.
+2. Alright. So 1d8. Yeet! So that's 8.
8
Like
points of healing. Nice. You're back up to 9 hit points. Not bad. Okay. Horace, you're up next.
Okay. Well, so, seeing that, again, fuck, okay, slightly moved wrong. Okay, wait, what? Oh, fuck, I can't see. 1 second, the roof was covering for a second. Okay. There is no tile there, so I'm just gonna move right up to the window, and again, like, I'm basically gonna run in and do a diving slash right towards its eye.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Alright. Let's see. 15!
That hits.
And
Roll me
rolling damage. There we go! That's the kind of damage roll. That's a Shadow Blade damage roll. That's a 16 damage.
16 damage, not bad. The wolf recoils back through the window, and looks like it took a decent hit. It growls low at you, and you see saliva dripping from its fangs. Okay, next
This
up,
thing is
the
not very
mule.
friendly.
Who takes the mule this time?
I took it last time, so I think someone else should take
I
it.
took it the time before that.
Librarian.
I'll
Oh,
I'll take
or Ingvar.
him.
The
as-
rule anxiously reads the romance novel in the back of the cabinet.
He's gonna cower next to the bed. Out the way.
Oh, okay, sure.
Mm. What do I do with the
alright.
donkey?
Right, Wolf 1... should Wolf 1 not be removed
Wolf
from
1
combat?
is not in the turn order anymore.
It's gonna spend its turn attracting flies.
Librarian,
Okay.
you're up.
I don't see Wolf 2 anywhere. Are they just through the window for us?
They are
Yeah,
through
it's-
the window, yes. They're through the
They're
window.
right.
Right to my right. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
right here. Right here.
It's a bit too
Okay.
fat for the boat.
Yeah.
Question. Am
Yes.
I able to use Construct Operator in battle? And if so, is it just an action or anything else?
Let me check the thing real quick. Construct operator. Duration 1 hour. Command. Yeah, I would say it would be an action to cast.
Okay. That's all I need to know. I cast Eldritch Blast on the wolf, I can see.
Alright, roll me an attack.
That is a 19. So that hits.
Okay.
And damage is 14.
14 points of damage. The wolf is
Ooh.
not looking happy. Kinda mad at this point. You see its glowing blue eyes sort of staring directly at you at this point. Okay. Next up, Darren.
How messed up is that wolf looking?
It's looking decently battered, but definitely not at the end of its rope yet.
Right. Let me just quickly look up what the haste does for me. Gains +2 bonus to AC, speed is doubled, advantage on dexterity saving throws, an additional action each of my turns. Okay, right. Can I see it from where I am?
From where you are at the moment? Where are you at the moment?
Behind the table.
Next to
Yes.
Venbor.
You can just about see it. Like, it's through a window at a kind of 75-degree angle, but yeah, you can just about see it.
Okay. Well, I am going to use my entire turn to throw the returning dagger at it, and then warp it back and throw it again.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, considering the angle that you're at, you're gonna have to do that with disadvantage.
Okay, I will move then. Hopefully that's
Okay, at that,
that's good enough.
there you'll be able to do it with advantage, yeah. Or not
Okay.
with advantage.
Not with advantage, but normal roll at least.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me see. It's 2 actions per attack to try and do this. So that's 2 attacks, I think, total?
It is 2 attacks, yes.
Okay. And both of them are +5. Whoa.
Goodbye to the dice.
Wait a minute.
Into the wall.
Void
Okay.
Blast!
That is a
11.
16 and a 9.
A 16 and a 9. The first one hits, the second one does not.
Okay, do I
what-
get any special damage on that? I'm guessing not.
That's
I'm guessing I
Sneak
don't
attack?
I don't get sneak attack from it.
It's piercing damage. You do not get sneak attack.
I get sneak attack on
doesn't
piercing
sneak
of all
attack?
things? But,
No,
Um,
but sneak attack
I'm
doesn't
guessing
it
I don't
trigger?
get sneak attack from this.
Dice
Doesn't
is
it trigger
having a
when
fit.
we're next to it?
Hold on, let me look up. Let me look them up. Sneak attack. Beginning at first level. Once deal extra d6 damage on the creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. The
So-
attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon.
Well, yeah,
And
I
then
got
the
that.
next
You
clause.
don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Yeah, you get sneak attack on this on
Nice.
on the first one.
Yes. So 2d6 extra.
Okay, that's 3
one
base
d6.
plus the.
Oh,
Yep.
it increased with the levels.
did
It's
it?
now
That
2d6.
is-
Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
10 points
fine.
base plus 4, so 14 damage.
14 damage. Not bad. Wolf is not enjoying this at all. It is the wolf's turn. It draws its head back through the window.
No, not
and
again.
You hear a loud howl as the wolf points its head to the sky and unleashes this loud sound. And then it backs off.
Yeah, it's my sneak attack is currently 2d6.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Man, doesn't it move out of range?
It moved out of range, so yes, you would get an opportunity attack on it. Sure.
Yes. I
I
take
will
no
allow that
prisoners.
because you are the closest one, Horace.
Yes. Unfortunately. Fuck, that's a nat 1. Alright.
Not hit. The wolf is pretty speedy.
Yeah.
And it is out of the way and seems to be bounding off somewhere. And as far as you know, that concludes this combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is everybody alright?
I am sick of being used as target practice by these bastards.
And I'm sick of not being used as target practice. That's my job.
I am very chilly.
Yes.
Uh,
I think my
Uh.
I think my stump has frostbite.
Well, better the part of you that's not made of flesh and bone?
I hear that's called phantom pain.
Still bloody hurts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Remind me to give my uncle some credit the next time I see him.
What? You do seem like you're a bit fidgety right now.
Well, I was really expecting that I was going to die there, but then I tried this thing, and it turns out that actually that tonic is pretty useful. But I don't know. I don't know exactly how much I can do, and I really feel speedy right now. Am I talking speedily? I feel like I'm talking speedily.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes.
slow down there, Maurice.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
Oh, sorry, I just had a near-death experience, and before that I had this discovery that apparently I can cast magic, and apparently that's a whole new thing that I've never known I've been able to do, and it's really kind of a big personal thing to find out, and I don't know if exactly what causes that, but, you know, it seems like that's a fairly significant thing to happen to somebody.
Aha.
I understood. I think I understood. Yes. Don't worry about it. Should magic.
Give me like 6 seconds and this will wear off.
One moment. I just minor illusion, like a nice little screen underneath my face that's just like playing some nice imagery, and it's like, now focus on me. What drugs did you take?
Heck if I know, it's whatever my uncle put in the bottle.
At about this
Okay,
point,
uncle
the
drugs.
haste wears off.
he- I was about to ask. Does he suffer from the lethargy that haste gives you?
He feels Darren feels a little woozy and a little bit not quite there, but other than that, seems fine.
Parts of me were frozen a few seconds ago. Oi.
Yeah, join the club.
I think we could use some rest.
Oh, there is so much humidity in my clothes right now. Oi. Okay. Oi.
Question, why were none of these windows closed?
Or barricaded.
The Venbor, the elven man behind the table, pops his head up and goes, "They used to be. We used to have windows. Oh, windows. I miss windows. It's so cold. It's so cold." And as you're all looking around, you see that there are small shards of glass sort of strewn across the floor that have obviously been broken in from the outside.
Oh. Well, look at everybody. I think we definitely. Well, we're going to Farrenholm, so we'll make sure that at least somebody comes and takes care of this.
I wish you luck getting past the wolves in the pass. There's a lot more of them.
Wonderful.
Me.
I get to become a chew toy.
I would not put much there. I wouldn't put much faith into that cure-all. I don't know that it'll do the same thing twice. Also, there's only like 2/3 of the bottle left.
I don't know about everyone else, but I don't think we're in any good shape to fight anything else again. We need to find somewhere to rest, probably.
Yeah.
Somewhere where we won't have wolves through window.
There are steps over there. I'm not. I don't know everything about these wolves, but presumably they cannot climb up a story to get into the second floor windows, right? So we could just sleep up there?
They might be able to jump up, but I don't know.
Local guy whose house we're in. Can they get up there?
Venbor looks at you and kind of goes, "Well, I haven't seen them do it, but, I wouldn't put it past them."
Sorry,
Yeah,
give me
those
a
wolves
moment
are
and I'll
smart.
be back up to speed. But feel very sluggish right now.
But it's probably the best chance we've got right now.
Either way, I think we drove them off for today. I don't think they're really. I don't. Have they attacked multiple times a day, sir?
Oh, no, they usually only come into the town maybe every 2 or 3 days, but they don't stay long. They drag some poor innocent person and take them somewhere, and then we never see them again.
Oh, fuck. Wait, they don't eat. Oh, they might have some young over. They might be bringing some food over for their young. Either way, I think. I think we should be. Would you be all right with us resting in your attic?
Or, I mean, we'll give it a couple of hours, and at that point I'll go and check if the wolves are gone, and if they are, then I'll let everyone else know. But I will
All right.
not be caught out there, especially not at night.
If you want, I'd be happy to tag along and protect you in case anything goes bad.
If that happens, you are dead.
Uh, uh, I, I can run fast enough.
I don't
Just in
think
case.
so.
Faster than a wolf?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
They have twice as many legs as you.
I'm quite speedy when I do my dancey dance.
I suppose the small stature might help with dodging.
I'd be able to pull something out there. I'm good at improvising.
What if we just hunker down here for tonight and I set an alarm on the door, so if the wolves break it down, we just burn the ladder or something. I don't know.
This is a thatched roof.
Yeah, you burn the roof down.
Burn the roof down.
I
The
suppose
wolves
you
will
could.
be too scared.
Every single surface in this building is made of the same material as that ladder.
I don't know, we could chop it up or something. Don't you know acid magic now?
Apparently, still working on that.
You just put some of that on there.
Also, it hasn't really done as much good so far against the griffins.
But that's griffins. These are wolves.
The ladder's made of wood, not bird.
Either way, having the alarm would certainly be good. But better we hear them coming than not.
Wonderful. Okay, I'll get on that right now. Now just start ritual casting Lorm.
Okay. So you pull out a small piece of silver wire, and you sort of thread it across the door, and for good measure, you put it around the first 2 windows as well. And after about 10 minutes, you have an alarm set for the front of the building.
Ooh.
Ingval? Oh,
Yes.
Ingval.
You're on the right floor. It's just
Oh, there I am.
it's just very cramped with how the game handles this.
Also, of course, designate everyone in the building is not setting off the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where the cut box comes in handy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm trying to cut the roof off, but then I just cut everybody else off in the process.
Yeah. So
Just press N.
Yeah, keep the roof visible and then just hit N. To
Oh,
put the cut
perfect.
box
I have
in.
no floor
Oh.
anymore.
The floor is the floor is an illusion.
Okay. So you all take your packs and sort of lay them on the floor. It's not
We're gonna
very
have-
comfy up here.
We're gonna have to drag Isaac up the stairs.
Well, he'll be fine.
No, he won't. He's practically Meals on Wheels.
But yeah, you guys drag Isaac up the stairs. The mule kind of has to stay downstairs. Venborg doesn't seem to be particularly happy about a mule in his house. but he's
Oh,
willing to
suck it
let it slide, considering the circumstances. You all bed down for the evening. Are you guys doing watches, or are you just going to sleep?
I
I would
mean, it's on the
assume
alarm.
Yeah, with the alarm,
Yeah, with
I
the
would have
alarm,
just
we don't need
assumed.
to watch so
Okay.
much.
Okay. All right. You take the evening to rest up, and complete a long rest in the process. The alarm does not get set off. You hear at one point, Darren, you wake up, hearing howls in the distance, but a long way off.
Ooh, wrong way.
And doesn't seem to be getting closer, thankfully. You all spend the night in Venbor's attic before the morning comes. The sun rises and sort of peeks through some of the holes in the thatch roof. It doesn't look particularly well kept, or at least hasn't been repaired in a while. And you wake on the dawn of a new day. It's kind of chilly up here, but you've made it work. So everybody mark off a long rest, and then we shall take a quick 5-minute break. Everybody grab some drinks, grab some snacks. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yay.
And we return. Welcome back, everybody. Right. So, wolves.
Elves.
Okay. You'll wake on the new dawn of the this particular day. The sun rises over the mountains, and do you exit the house? Venbor seems to have slept downstairs, but kind of in the middle of the room, where
blame
no
him.
one else could get him. You all watch as Venbor peeks his head out the door, looks around, waves at someone, and then turns to you all and says, "It looks like the wolves have gone," and opens the door wide and walks out.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
This is,
follow
this
him.
is your normal wake-up routine now, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm gonna make sure I incorporate it into my wake-up routine because by God, I learned my lesson.
Yeah. You know, like your yoga, your probiotic yogurts, your mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay. You all stumble. Do you leave the house? Yes, you leave the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all stumble out into the mid-morning light. You see a couple of people around. You see the carcass of a dead wolf that seems to be, for the most part, intact, but a little singed here and there on the steps. There are a few people around. There's a man across the way who seems to be tending to the stables, though the stables are pretty empty.
I imagine with all
and
the property damage, they're probably pretty unstable.
there is a halfling just down the way, standing in front of what looks to be a merchant's cart of some sort, though the cart doesn't seem to have moved in probably a good year or so at least. It looks pretty trenched in, essentially. What do you all do?
Examine the wolf.
Yeah, I think that's
The
the
wolf.
best course of action.
Okay.
Activate the wolf.
Roll. What are you trying to examine exactly?
I would like to know how a big wolf breathes ice.
Okay, roll.
And
me-
ideally, any signs of, like, anything that could have prompted them to come down here.
roll me a medicine check.
That's a 1.
That's also a +1 for me. Okay. I'm guessing I can't just take 10 on this.
No.
Will a 20 do?
A 20 will do.
Dirty 20 this time, but
Horace, you look at the wolf and you see a wolf.
Yeah.
Darren, you inspect the carcass of the wolf, and on first inspection, it looks big. A lot bigger than your average wolf. At least a good 8 feet in, like, length from snout to tail. But on closer inspection, you realize that despite its size, it doesn't look healthy. It looks malnourished. You can see parts of its rib cage pressed up against the fur. You do notice where its throat should be, a large bluish oval shape pressed up where you would normally see like an Adam's apple. It's about the size of a grapefruit, and it's either part of the wolf's like organic form or it's been lodged in there.
Looks like these things may have eaten something they weren't supposed to, and then it made them grow real big, way
Whoop.
faster than they could actually support with their diet.
Uh,
And I think they might have some
I-
hunting trouble.
I find it unlikely that they all ate the exact same object.
Maybe not the same
And
object, but similar prey item that's recent to the area.
either way, we should inspect it.
It definitely seems like they're being driven here rather than just expanding.
Yeah. All right. Would I be able to cut it? Okay. First off, I'd like to touch said object. Is it hard or soft?
It is soft. It is cold to the touch, to the point where, as your talons touch against it, you watch as a small layer of frost forms on the end of your fingertips.
Well, that's probably where they're getting the cold breath from.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. We're probably gonna want to cut that out and I guess investigate it.
I'll use my longsword for that.
Okay, so you're gonna harvest the wool.
Yes.
Okay. Who is leading this role?
I mean, I'm pretty I think I think it's either me or Darren. Do you want to take the lead?
I'll take the lead on this, I guess.
All right. I'll be
Okay.
helping him out then.
So roll me a survival check with advantage.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing it's with advantage then.
Oh God.
I only have +1 on this too. Oh boy.
Oh, good lord.
13.
Okay. You manage to skin the wolf. So you can add one winter wolf pelt to your inventory. You cut around the wolf's sort of jugular section. You cut through, and as you're doing this, you watch as whatever is connecting this sort of grapefruit-shaped section, you watch as you pass in front of the throat area, you watch as it slowly deflates. And as you cut your blade up across the throat, and you bring it out, you see your blade is covered with a slightly shimmering, bluish liquid. Or not so much a liquid, but it's very thick, but it's definitely liquidized in some form.
That's
The
not concerning.
gland does not seem salvageable anymore.
Just walk over to the merchant over here. You wouldn't happen to have a glass bottle of sorts, would you?
The merchant, who's currently kind of rummaging through his cart, looks up to you and says, "Glass? Here? You must be joking."
Just a water skin, something to hold the liquid, anything, frankly.
He kind of rummages through some stuff, and he holds up what looks to be a small metal flask, and he says, "Will this do?"
Ah, yes, thank you.
It's gonna be 3 silver.
Just like in a big hurry, just drop one gold coin on the table, just like, thank you, have a nice day. As I just go.
Thank you. Just picks it up and pockets it immediately.
I had a water thing if you wanted to use that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you need the water. I don't think you want to.
We are literally surrounded by frozen water of probably the highest grade purity in the realm.
You're also
No.
surrounded by frozen wolf piss of the highest grade purity in the realm.
I'll go above pissing level when I want to drink the snow.
Just run back and hold the flask. try and get some in the flask.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Is it me or Darren?
Which one of you is trying to get it in the flask?
Sure, I'll do it. 14.
You manage to fill the flask with maybe about halfway with the bluish liquid, but a decent amount of it gets scattered on the cobblestones. And you watch as it kind of sinks into the cobblestones slowly freeze over.
Well, that ain't normal.
Oh,
This
that's
is
magic cold liquid of the highest quality.
Or liquid nitrogen, but yeah, probably magic cold liquid.
I don't think liquid.
And aren't they the same thing, really?
Close enough. Either way, this is. We definitely need somebody well versed in. Well versed in psi. Just look over to librarian. Librarian, buddy, could you identify this?
Oh boy, could
So
I?
as you cap the flask, by the way, you
Yeah.
notice that the outside of the flask suddenly turns this sort of slight shade of white as frostbite starts crawling up the sides of it.
And try to
Oh
hurry.
boy, I can't.
Ah,
I just put a gloved hand on it.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna ritual cast this identify?
I ritual cast, yeah.
Okay. This is Winter Wolf Frost Gland liquid. It is. I don't have a card written down for this, so I'm gonna have to explain it on the fly. It is essentially super cooled, sort of spit, essentially. It's incredibly cold. It has a degree of magical property that keeps it this way. But it does not stay that way for long outside of the wolf's body. It can be used as a potion making or crafting ingredient. However, it needs to be stored properly for usage later on down the line.
What would be properly?
Usually in a sub-zero environment, which is what the gland of the wolf is.
Right.
well, it's making its own sub-zero environment from the looks of it.
Yeah.
We are in a
It
literal
will-
frozen wasteland.
It will slowly degrade over time without something to keep producing it, essentially. So, despite the fact that it is keeping itself cold, that will not last.
Yeah.
If this
Uh,
isn't a if this material isn't stable, that means there is something nearby that's been creating it and the wolves have been eating it.
yeah.
Dragon piss.
Don't eat the blue snow, kids.
Do not eat the blue arcane snow.
I don't think it's very healthy, though.
Yeah, this will do numbers on your kidneys.
Everything else around them.
I don't think it's just the kidneys.
There
Kidneys,
is.
adult knees, elder knees.
Hmm?
Kidneys, adult knees, elder knees.
Oh my god. Really?
Are you
Adults needs
looking?
to,
What are
probably.
you looking for, Darren?
I've just been trying to find like clues as to what changed these things and why they're attacking, and I think I've gotten my information on that.
As far as you can tell, it's either something that these wolves have eaten, or it's something that has affected them externally in some way. Because this is not normal, as far as you
No.
can tell.
No.
So it seems to be some form of external factor that has done this, but where that could have happened, you have no idea.
It would have to be
What
somewhere
direction
in
did the howl start in?
The evening before, you heard them from multiple different directions.
Yeah, they were probably around us.
Well, that dragon theory is slowly becoming more and more likely.
More
Okay, as you
terrifyingly,
guys are
yep.
doing this, Ingvar, what are you doing?
Well, while they were staring at the wolf, he kind of spotted this weird-looking building over in the. Hold on, which way is this map going?
Over in the south.
That looks
south.
like an amphitheater.
And he was kind of curious, so he's just kind of wandering his way over there.
This is not the kind of
Okay.
environment where you have an open air establishment.
So, as you walk through the archway, Ingvar, you realize that you're walking through a graveyard.
Oh.
This area, though I obviously haven't built the entirety of it, is lined with graves on either side of the walkway. The road leads up to a wooden platform that is well lit and a large stone amphitheater that has wooden benches lining it. At the top of the amphitheater, you see a tall, well, relatively tall, considering it's already on top of something, marble-faced building with gold engravings on the front, depicting a woman, or you think they're a woman, with golden wings and a holding in one hand a set of flames, and in the other hand a pile of coins. Roll me a religion check.
I believe in you.
That's
Oh.
That's fine.
plus 1, so 7.
Okay, that's fine. This is a very, very vivid depiction of Calist. Calist, mostly known as the deity of magic. However, is also known by a few other names, the Flame Hand, the Performer, and the Golden Songbird. These are the various names of this deity. And this, as far as you can tell, seems to be some form of temple to her.
Interesting. Is that an obelisk in the middle?
There is an obelisk in the middle of the amphitheater, yes.
Ooh. Would it have anything? Wait, you would walk up to it, but does it have anything on it?
Make an investigation check.
Yeet. Up.
Wow.
That's 2.
You walk up to it and you squint at the obelisk, and you're fairly certain you might need reading glasses.
Probably.
What is on there? Actually, what languages do you know?
Common, Dwarvish, and Primordial. I think that says.
Okay. The obelisk is inscribed with runes, but you cannot read them. You don't know what they say. As you walk in, you hear a voice come from above, shouting down, going, "Good morning! How can we of the Temple of Calist assist you today?" And you see above you an elven man, wearing long purple robes that are embroidered with golden thread.
Good morning there, sir. I'm not really sure how you can help. We're travelers passing through the area that just kinda got ambushed by the wolves last night. And now we're just kind of wondering what next. Would the would the would he know anything about the scale shoved in my pocket, or
You can ask.
actually, sir, you might be able to help me somewhat. We've just yesterday we arrived by airship, and when we long shot. Okay, long short story. English is hard. Long story short, we got attacked on the airship, but managed to survive. But when we got off the airship, I found this, and he pulls the scale out of his pocket. I found this silver dragon scale had attached itself to my side.
The man squints down at you, and for a second you're like, what happened? And then he's standing in front of you. He didn't move, as far as you were aware. You didn't see him move, but he's suddenly standing in front of you and peering down at the scale. And he looks at it and goes, curious. Very curious. I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. You are blessed, young man. Dragons.
Oh.
Interesting creatures, aren't they? This
We did briefly meet the dragon on the airship.
This is good fortune indeed. Oh, well. Come in, come in. And he turns back towards the steps and climbs them. Opens one of the doors to the temple and leads you into what looks to be a sparse living space for a good few people. And he goes to one of the beds, looks under it, and pulls out a large wooden box. And he opens the box, and he pulls out what looks to be a small eyepiece of some sort, and he says, may and holds his hand out.
Sure. Yeah, he holds the scale out for him.
Okay. The man takes the scale from you and holds the eyeglass up to his eye and looks at it, squints it over, looks at it from side to side. The scale is about the size of your palm. It's pretty big. He looks it over and goes, yes, very interesting. Tell me, this silver dragon of yours, where did you see this?
Well, we were on an airship from a place I can never remember the name of.
North Crackstead.
North Crackstead. We were on the airship from North Crackstead, and we were traveling over the chasm and got attacked by 3 griffins.
Interesting. Do tell me more.
We managed to fight off the griffins, and this rather large silver dragon showed up. Apparently he's, I want to say, the guardian of the chasm. And he spoke to us, although I can't quite remember the details. Mainly because I was kind of trying to tend to wounds at the time.
Of course. Well, I can tell you that whoever this dragon was, they are very interested in seeing you succeed. But unfortunately, I can't tell you much more than that. Silver dragon scales are quite rare, and they are given out for good reason. But perhaps there may be someone who can tell you more about this. Not in this town, but a few towns over there is. Although,
Well, we are heading towards the capital, so
the capital, you say? Yes, there may be a few people, but I would be very careful to whom you entrust the knowledge of this artifact. In the wrong hands, it can be very dangerous. But that is all I can tell you, I'm afraid. Do you have any need of healing? Anyone in your party? You said there were wounded. We at the Temple of Callis, we have clerics that can assist with that sort of thing, if that is what you need.
I'm assuming the long rest fully healed us, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. We're all right for the moment, but I appreciate the assistance.
Of course. A few of my acolytes and other members of the temple here are out and about at the moment, tending to the wounded of the town. But if you need us, we can always be of assistance. Of course. And he sort of inclines his head and escorts you, puts the box back under the bed and escorts you out of the building, chatting amiably.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yes, of course. I do wish I could be more help with the dragon scale, but they are rare. That is only the second one I have seen in my entire life. And I am very old.
Well, any info has been very much appreciated, and I will keep your warning about showing the scale to people in my mind.
Indeed. He smiles at you and says, "Well, I need to head into town. I need to run a few errands. Would you like to accompany me?"
Yeah, sure. That would be more than okay with me.
Very well. Come along. And he actually vaults over the edge of the top of the amphitheater and hops down across the sands. And you get the feeling that he's done this a lot. He's probably done this a lot. And as he walks, he tells you about the amphitheater and the temple and the various things that are going on here, including the fact that during winters, during the highest point in winter, they actually have a celebration in the town that recently passed, as it were, in celebration of those who died and those who live in the town. It's kind of a Dia de los Muertos kind of celebration, in that they celebrate both the living and the dead, and they put on performances in order to do that. And as the two of you walk down, he stops a few steps away from the wolf carcass and goes, Good gracious. Never seen one of those beasts slaughtered before. That is impressive. I wonder who did that.
It was touch and go.
It was a team effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got set on fire a couple of times.
Well,
We did our best.
I tried to take it alive. It decided that was not in its interests.
well,
Yes.
that is certainly Oh, but you seem to have a wounded fellow up there. And he.
Oh, that's our
indicates
emotional support
Horace.
party member.
and Isaac, who is currently strapped to Horace's back.
He is seems he's been poisoned.
We think.
Poisoned you, sir? Oh, that is terrible news.
Magical poison, actually. It's quite nasty stuff.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
At least he's not dead. That's
It is possible that my clerics and I could assist you with that.
Do you happen to have any crystallized magic lingworm root or drake talons about?
Well, no, we don't really dabble in that sort of magical remedies and stuff, but we do have a few among us that are very skilled clerics who have healed many different sicknesses in our time. We
Perhaps
may
one
be
of them
able to
could
help.
have a shot at it. I don't. Maybe
Yeah,
greater restoration could do something.
yeah. It would be very much appreciated. We're planning to seek out some of the clerics in Farrenholm, but if you wouldn't mind having a crack at it, that would be very much appreciated.
Well, we can definitely try. And he gestures to a few people who you see are scurrying about town, and you watch as a couple of acolytes in sort of similar purple robes with golden thread sort of wander towards you. And he indicates Isaac, and they, two of them, pick him up, kind of between them, one at his shoulders, one at his legs, and the cleric before you turns to you and says, "My name is Gethra Lorn. It may take a few hours, but hopefully we should have your friend back on his feet soon enough. And you are welcome to visit us at the temple at any point in time soon, and we shall endeavor to make sure he's all right."
Thank you so much.
That sounds wonderful.
You watch as the two acolytes, Gethra and Isaac, make their way back to the temple of Callist. Okay. What are you all doing?
Well, now we're kind of stuck in town for now, aren't we?
A little bit, yeah.
But I mean,
There's definitely going to be a lot more wolves than what we saw just last night.
yeah, but Venbo did say that only come by every couple of days.
Yeah. So we might be able to get far enough and close enough to the capital to actually, like, be safe and raise word. But I feel like they probably would have tried that already themselves if we could.
We're gonna run into more wolves eventually, anyway.
Yeah. And whatever causes this is kind of a problem if it's going to disrupt the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if they're causing the winter to drag on the way it is, because this doesn't seem natural.
I don't think we can take on more than one or two at a time, but if we can somehow discreetly find out the root cause of this, then at least we can tell the next group of people.
Question. Question, Senor DM Lucian.
Of course.
Would I be able to recall any information about the general alignment and what's the word? Intelligence level of white dragons?
Oh, it's low.
Roll me. Ooh, actually, roll me
History.
history.
All right. And into the void. Void luck.
Void luck.
Bad.
13.
Followed by a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fucking hell. Okay. Wisdom save. That I have proficiency, making it a 1. Oh, 18. Okay.
Okay. You feel a slight sting. Nothing as bad as the headaches you've had before. And then a voice you hear. Aye, white dragons. Nasty brutes. Motherfuckers can't. They're not smart. Not like you and me, Horace. No. No, they're nasty, but they ain't smart. Fucking dumb. Dumb flying bat-like creatures. But don't you ever fight. Doesn't matter if it's white or red. Don't fight a dragon in its lair.
Just look at Horus the Blade and just like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to go pick a fight with an ancient white dragon. They're not going to be reasonable, then we can't do anything about this just yet.
They're among the dumbest creatures in the dragon lineage, but
Yeah,
as-
so
And what the makeup
if
for
we can-
dumbness is made up
if we
by
can-
strength.
if we can verify that it is a dragon, and if we can verify somehow how it's interacting with these wolves, then again, we don't have to solve that problem ourselves. We can pass that information on to the next person. They'll be that much closer to solving this problem.
yeah, we do. You're all right. We don't have to be the ones to solve this problem.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
if we can identify it and then maybe report it to the capital when we get there.
Yeah, progress doesn't have to be us slaying the dragon. Progress can be incremental.
yeah. I was thinking possibly we could, if we could get if a white dragon would have been reasonable enough, we could make it an offering, perhaps.
Unlikely. We
Like
might be
what,
able to give it
food?
lunch, but we won't be able to convince it to just not come after them anyways.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, that plan's a bust.
But we haven't as yet verified that it is a dragon. So hey, there's some positive to look at there.
There's always a silver lining, though I don't like the fact that the silver lining is one that we might be imagining.
Well, only one way to find out. Where do we think those wolves came from?
Just look up over to the mountain. I have a couple of theories.
Well, the local over there. Sorry, I've completely forgotten the local guy's name.
Venbor.
Venbor.
Okay, Venbor said that they usually hunt these things. That then implies that they have some degree of usual hunting ground. If we check around that area, we should be able to find where the wolves' usual territory is.
Though unfortunately, that would make us go towards their usual territory.
Yeah, we'd need to be a bit stealthy about it. Also, I love how incredibly intelligent I'm sounding for somebody with a +1 motherfucker.
Fake it till you make it, buddy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But what's
I
the
have a +2 charisma. That's probably where this is coming from.
Yep.
Just talking us into walking into a dragon's den.
Right.
You're just terrified and want us to just avoid a dragon's den at all costs. Well, with that keen sense of smell, that would be easier said than done. But oh wait, I have an idea. I could cover a scent with prestidigitation.
I don't know how effective that'll be, but it's worth a shot.
It worked before. I think it's if we are going to be walking into wolf territory, I think this is our best bet.
If you make me smell like
I'm
meat,
gonna
I swear to
flag
God.
down Benbor and ask. You said you had hunting grounds. Where are they exactly?
Venbor, who is walking down into town, gestures for you to follow him as he walks, and says, we have hunting grounds. They're a little further north, but it's Oh, it's a couple of days' travel. The
Is that-
wolves. Hmm?
Is that around where the wolves usually are? Like, do you
Well-
know? I presume you know where their den is if you hunt them a lot.
That's where we first saw the white ones. The wolves we usually hunt are black or gray. Um, usually, but the white ones, that's where we saw those first, and that's where two of our hunters got slaughtered. They dragged their bodies back to somewhere. We don't know where their den is, but it's probably somewhere up there. And Venbor sort of walks down and goes into a tavern. And as he does so, you hear a clattering of barrels. And Venbor turns around and picks up a rock and chucks it at a small group of what look to be garden wyverns that are sort of sitting atop a couple of barrels next to this inn. There's a few garden wyverns that are sort of hissing at each other, and one of them sort of hisses at Venbor when he throws the rock, and he says, "Piss off, you." Anyway,
I'm sorry, did you just say garden wyverns? Alright.
Yep.
garden wyverns, yes.
Yes. Alright, let's roll with it, okay?
Hey, Toothless.
Garden wyverns are a thing in this setting. They are small creatures that are about 3 feet long. They basically look like miniature dragons, but there is a lot of lore around them actually. However, none of you have shown any interest in it. So,
I mean, I'd
Right,
love
I
a more
absolutely
rundown.
despise
This is the first
dragons.
time
No
I've seen
knowledge of
them.
dragons.
well, in fairness, that is a lie. Lying has shown interest in them, but he hasn't found anything about them yet. So, but yes, there's 3 small garden wyverns in the alleyway, various mottled colors, nothing that particularly stands out. 2 of them are hissing at each other. One of them's standing on a rock, sort of proudly defiant, until the darker one launches itself at his head and they topple off the rock together. And the other one sort of rolls over and sort of seems to laugh a bit, and then turns its head around and looks at you all with these beady, sort of unsettling eyes. And then it looks at you, Ingvar, and it sort of approaches you, and sniffs cautiously at you, before it then just lumps down on your shoe.
Well, hello
And it
there,
does
little
move.
one.
And it looks up at you, got kind of a curious gaze, sort of folds its wings back against its back, looks
Oh
up
boy,
at you.
I love curious gaze.
It's, considering it's kind of, like, garden wyverns are kind of known for being, like, they're a little bit like rats in a lot of ways. They're kind of a pest, they're an infestation at times.
They're alley cats.
They're alley cats, yeah, kind of.
Oh,
And he just sort of stares up at you and yawns and puts its head down and goes to sleep, standing on top of your shoe, or sitting on top of your shoe.
well, I guess I'm not moving for the foreseeable future.
Okay. What did the rest of you do?
Well, I guess I'll follow Svenbor here.
Venbor sort of seems to have just walked into a tavern, and he's just casually talking more about the various wolves and stuff.
As much as I would love to be spending time with cat dragons, I should probably be following this.
But Venbor sort of stands and goes, I'll tell you what. There's one of those wolves, much bigger than the others. We haven't seen it in town, But out on the hunting grounds, fucking massive. It's a good 2 or 3 times the size of the other ones. Very dangerous. And he kind of sits down, calls up the barkeep, and grabs an ale, and sort of tells you about this large wolf, larger than the others, that has this more silvery fur. It has a big mane, and apparently it can shoot its breath up to 25 feet in front of it. Apparently it's frozen a couple of people solid, completely.
Well, that sounds like it might be the pack leader, though. That is terrifying. If we were to hunt that one, what would happen to the rest of the pack? Would they disperse?
It's possible. Yeah, probably. They'd probably have to find new hunting grounds. With the alpha gone, they'd probably scarper.
Let's see. Oh, it's definitely. I think that might be our best bet if able to isolate the leader.
Oh, trust me, we tried.
This is presuming we can do that.
Oh, yeah. That one. We've tried to trap it a couple of times. We've lost people. In the hunts. It's very dangerous. That one's smart, I'll tell you. It knows about the traps. Yeah. If you want to have a go at it, go ahead, but I'm not taking my people out there again. Not until the capital sends someone. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, Ingvar, the dragon, the garden wyvern, that has been sitting on your boots, slightly snoring at this point. One of the other garden wyverns sort of approaches it and snaps at it. It wakes up and it snaps back. And they sort of circle each other in front of you for a moment. And the third one comes along. It's bigger than the other two. Much bigger. But pretty much at the top of its size. And they kind of circle each other for a moment. Before the big one sort of turns and looks at you. And sort of it sits back down on its haunches, and it kind of looks like it's begging. And the other two sort of line up next to it and just sort of sit down in front of you and kind of just look at you and stare.
Are you guys hungry? Is that what you're after?
One of them sort of tilts its head quizzically to one side.
Hold on a minute. I've lost my bloody thingies. Would you guys like some bread?
Are
Is he
you
pats them?
offering it to them?
Yeah, I've still got a Ingvar's curse is just bread in his pockets.
You offer them the bread, and one of them sort of leans its head out, sniffs your hand, and then instead of taking the bread from you, jumps onto your hand, climbs up your arm, and sticks its head in your pack.
What the hell?
And when it pulls its head back out, you see clutched in its jaws the silver dragon scale, and it jumps down and it darts off into the alley.
Oi! Come back with that, you little...
And it darts off around the building and sort of comes to the top of these stairs, and as you round the corner, you look to the top of the stairs. You watch as this tiny little garden wyvern kind of stands proudly up, looks down at you, throws its head back, and hop, chomps down on the silver scale, and it eats it.
Oh god damn it! I just got that. Okay.
And for a moment, it sort of sits there, looks pretty happy with itself. The other two come up behind you. One sort of looks a little disappointed. The other one doesn't look like it really cares. And the one at the top of the steps sort of sways for a moment. And then you watch as its entire body ripples slightly. It sort of sits down, and it's like, okay, that wasn't great. And then you watch as its body slowly turns from this sort of muddy greenish hue. The color starts to drain from it, and all of its scales turn this same silvery hue as the scale that you had before. And it coughs. And you watch as a small zap of lightning streams out from its mouth and scorches some of the rocks in front of it.
Ah, I wasn't expecting that.
And
Ingvar
it
looks
sort
very
of,
surprised.
at this point, it looks a little sleepy, and it just sort of collapses onto the ground in front of you and just curls up.
Oh dear.
It's about 1.5 feet long. It's about the size of a cat.
Except instead of a cat, I'll not be allergic to it.
The dragon distribution system.
So he's gonna walk up to this this dragon that's just transformed in front of his eyes, and kneels down to see, you know, just to see if it's still breathing, if it's okay.
It's breathing. It looks like it's just taken a power nap, basically.
So he assumes it'll be safe enough just to gently scoop up into his arms.
Yeah, you pick it up. It doesn't really stir. Seems pretty alright, as far as you can tell. It sort of nestles itself into your arms a little bit, gets comfortable.
It's just too cute. He's gonna carry this little fella back with him down to the. I don't know if he'd be welcome in the tavern with the dragon and with the wyvern in his arms, but you know, you can try.
Okay. This unlocks your draconic gift.
Ooh,
Oh!
3rd level feature.
nice.
Okay. And that is where we are going to call it for the evening.
Excuse me, come through.
Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everybody. I hope you've all enjoyed this. I certainly have. This has been fun. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. We will be back with the next session of Shadows of Sorcery on the 4th Wednesday of this month. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. Have a very good evening and a very, very good night. And we will see you all tomorrow for something with me and Lion, probably.
Yay, something.
Something.
Yeah, something.
Possibly more violent.
Yay.
We'll see.
Indeed. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everybody. And have a very, very good night.